Star Wars episode 2 er et hit i øjeblikket, men de tidligere film er langt fra glemt. Derfor kunne man møde en af skuespillerne, Michael Sheard fra episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, forrige uge i København. Vi mødte ham her i Ishoej, hvor han boede på Ishoej Strand vandrehjem under besøget. Vi starter med et klip fra The Empire Strikes Back, hvor Michael Sheard spiller Admiral Ozzel.
Yes, Captain.
I think we've got something, sir. The report is only a fragment from a probe droid in the Hoth system, but it's the best lead we've had.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy. I want proof, not leads.
The visuals indicate life readings.
It could mean anything. If we followed up every lead,
But,
we could...
sir, the Hoth system is supposed to be devoid of human forms.
You found something?
Yes, my lord.
That's it. The rebels are there.
My lord, there are so many uncharted settlements. It could be smugglers, it could
That
be...
is the system. And I'm sure Skywalker is with them. Set your course for the Hoth system. General Veers, prepare your men. Admiral.
Good morning, Christian. Hello, everybody. I'm here for a convention. There are masses of conventions going on at the moment, particularly with a new movie coming out. And I'm delighted to say that I've never been here before, so it's a new experience for me. And I'm sitting in Dan Hostel and had a lovely breakfast, very nice, because I arrived last evening, very nice sleep, caught up on my jet lag because I've just got back from Canada, and now I'm raring to go.
But it's some times ago that you made the movie. It must be years ago almost. How is it to still be living in this part and participate in all this?
Well, Star Wars was a very small part of my career and my life. I have done over 800 television shows and 45 movies it is now, including Indiana Jones twice and Escape to Athena, High Road to China, and so on and so forth. But Star Wars caught the imagination, was very cleverly handled by George Lucas in that he brought out the special editions, and then all those years, you're quite right, all those years later, he made 1, 2, and 3 is coming up. And so it perpetuates itself.
But how is it to because it's one of the movie where the actors they go around the world to talk with ordinary people who have seen the movies and live with the movie. How is it to be a part of that?
It's great. I always say, without people who appreciate what you've done, you wouldn't be where you are, if you see what I mean. And this sounds pompous, and it's not meant to, but doing conventions, apart from anything else, allows me an opportunity to say thank you to a representation of the lovely people who have written to me over the years. But I always say to my fellow actors that if they don't think they're going to enjoy doing a convention, they shouldn't do it. Because at the end of the day, the organizers, not important. The so-called star guests, certainly not important. It's the lovely people who come through the door that we have to remember are the most important section of a convention, if you like.
It's the saga, it's the story that brings Star Wars to that position where so many people want to be almost a part of the movie and live in this world with cards and signatures and everything which come with that. But what is the secret? Because it must be a great thing to achieve for a movie. What's the secret about this?
Ooh, you tell me and I'll make you a millionaire. Tell me what is going to be the next most successful type of movie. But you know, well, I don't know if you did, but when I was a boy, I used to collect stamps. People have been collecting photographs of actors for many, many years, long, long before Star Wars came along. But I think the gathering of like minds, I mean, it's not only Star Wars, of course, it's Star Trek, it's Doctor Who. I don't know if you had Doctor Who out over here, did you? And we had a series back home, which I did, called Auf Wiedersehen, Pet, which has just started again after many years, because it caught the imagination of the people, and they wanted more. And the makers, obviously, if they're onto a good thing, they're going to go on making them. And they've just come out with a new episode of Auf Wiedersehen, Pet, and next year there's going to be the very first Auf Wiedersehen, Pet convention. And so it goes on.
You have to enjoy to travel so much.
Oh, I see. Well, yes. I mean, in a funny sort of way, it can be quite relaxing in that a long train journey, for example, I can look at scripts that have been sent to me. I can, because I'm still writing my books, must get a plug-in for my books. Gosh, it's 10 years ago now. I was approached by a publisher, and they said, we want a book about show business, but from a different viewpoint, from the point of view of a working actor. Would you like to have a go? So I said, yes, love to. As a consequence of which, yes, Mr. Bronson, i.e. the character I played in Grange Hill, turned out to be a bestseller. So they asked me to do another one, which was, yes, Admiral, obviously, from Star Wars, and angled more towards science fiction. And then the third one, well, it's... Oh, this again sounds pompous, and I assure you it's not meant to, but it is, in a way, my gift back to the lovely people that I've met and enjoyed many a happy hour, either on the dance floor or in the bar, or in Q&As at conventions. And this, though I said it myself, the other two are super, but this one has turned out to be, it's only been out a couple of months, and it's turned out to be hugely successful. I've got a lot of the attendees to write little anecdotes. Some of them may sound, to people who don't know conventions, a bit silly, but I'll give you a very quick example. You say you've had Doctor Who over here. Well, one of the last Doctor Who companions was a lovely girl, great friend of mine, called Sophie Aldred. And they always have a charity auction at these dues. And this roll, bread roll, came up, which had been nibbled and then signed by Sophie. And it sold at auction for £80. One little bread roll. And the guy, in fact, he wrote the story for my book. He took it up to his room, he woke up in the middle of the night, felt a bit hungry and ate it. And that is the most expensive roll ever.
Okay. And I know you have a busy time because now you're going to participate in the convention in Copenhagen. So we want to wish you a very nice day here. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you very much. Delighted.